Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez does not rule out 2022 challenge to Chuck Schumer. But with the compromises baked into the bipartisan infrastructure deal rankling progressives, Schumer's ability to bring home, through a party line vote, a separate and more expensive reconciliation package demanded by progressives could make or break his standing with the party's left flank. Ocasio-Cortez noted that she and Schumer, who has never faced a serious primary challenge in part because he is so deeply attuned to his constituency, have been on the same side of some of the major legislative fights in Washington this year. For what it's worth, Senator Schumer and I have been working very closely on a lot of legislation, and that, to me, is important, Ocasio-Cortez said. And so, we shall see. The second-term House member is no stranger to long-shot primary bids. In 2018, she unseated then-Rep. Joe Crowley, who had been touted as House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's potential successor atop the Democratic House caucus. Her victory touched off a string of insurgent progressive primary successes and, later on, the birth of the Squad, the all-female group of leftist congressional firebrands. I struggle with this because I don't want little girls watching or anything like that to lower their sights or anything in that direction. But for me, I feel that if that was in the scope of my ambition, it would chip away at my courage today, Ocasio-Cortez said. I think what happens a lot in politics is that people are so motivated to run for certain higher office that they compromise in fighting for people today. And the idea is that if you can be as clean of a slate or as blank of a slate, that it makes it easier for you to run for higher office later on. The right-wing stuff doesn't hurt. In the universe of Fox News villains, there are few who compete with Ocasio-Cortez. Asked by Bash if she thought Fox was drawn to her because of her age and appearance, the 31-year-old Latina suggested that she presented the network with a unique draw. So much of what they're doing is so visceral, right?
And their job is to get at this very visceral, reactive place in people, particularly men, Ocasio-Cortez said. But also tap these visceral lines along race and tap along this visceral line along gender and youth. Ocasio-Cortez is no regular Fox viewer, but did say she will occasionally tune in to get a glimpse at how the network is trying to shape the political debates and storylines. And that, she added, speaks to something bigger than the outrage du jour. These caricatures that are developed are not really personal, Ocasio-Cortez said. They are societal. The harder one is the critiques from within the party, she said. That's the stuff that hurts. But the right-wing stuff doesn't hurt. This story has been updated with additional details Sunday.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.